T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, here we go.
We're bringing
Marianne.
Marianne.
Diamond Marianne shoots.
Diamond Marianne.
This is
Come on.
Yeah.
awesome.
And instantly, just that fast, flight school just got so much better looking.
You're the best. I just laugh so much. I'm happy I was muted.
What's up, champion? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. It looks like you are as well.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we are. And one of the reasons we're doing amazing is because
Because you're here.
You are the sweetest.
Yeah. Awesome. So, Marianne,
Yes, sir.
you see I gave you a new title today.
Yeah, I heard that. I'll
And
take it.
Actually, I need to take the back. I didn't give it to you. You earned it. You earned it. You claimed it. You are officially the rank up queen.
Yes.
So why don't you go ahead and tell everybody? So obviously, August 19, day one, you signed up in rank up.
Yeah.
Between then and now, let me see if I can get this going here and share. So show people what you've been up to. You've been loading up rank up with events, trainings, and prospecting videos like crazy. And by the way, you've got a lot of company now. We went on here a few weeks ago, and it was just Marianne. And now apparently you've inspired so many folks that let's go in here now and see what it looks like. Okay, so here we are.
Wow.
We're in it.
Is it over 10,000?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
10,000 is in the rearview mirror, right? when we come to the event section, we've got your diamond brothers and sisters are jumping in here. You got Diamond Tierra is in here, Black Diamond Desi, Blue Diamond Jake, and then we just got Marianne. You still have more in here than anybody.
But I love it.
It's in here, and we've got, who I'm excited about? Marianne, Emmanuel, and Faith CLC. I don't know who they are. I have no idea who they are, but they put this, they've got events coming up in here. And then when we go to trainings, Marianne, you blaze a trail on that too. You got all sorts of trainings. There's one in particular I just get excited about every time I see it. We'll wait for the screen.
Know which one.
You know which one it is, right? It's this one. Is this one right here? Put a Danish.
You're practicing your Danish, or how is it?
No, I just eat Danishes.
Yeah, I could tell.
But I don't eat very many because I'm trying to get like Mark. So
Yeah, I see that.
just an
We
occasional
let him
day.
do that Friday afternoon.
I just love this. Right? And by the way, I love your images as well. And then we go to prospecting video, sorry. And you have given your team so many tools to work with the Level Up Lounge and profit parties and all that kind of stuff. So why don't you share with everybody, what is your rank up strategy? How has this been working for you and your team? And if there's anything you want me to show, you just tell me, I will follow your lead.
All right. Well, first of all, the ones who know me, they know that I love structure. Even Desi pointed that out earlier today on a meeting. And so I think that's for me why I just immediately saw that this will help me help my team members in the business. Because so far I've had a Facebook group and I have been loading up different videos from trainings and meetings and, guidelines, checklists, and all kinds of stuff, how to help my new, business partners get started in the best possible way. But we are only human beings, right? And as time passes by, we kind of forget how we, the work that we really did in the first, maybe let's say 1 year. Now the team is growing and you have team members having team members. So the more levels you're growing, the harder it becomes for you to make sure that everybody get the same deal. Like, I mean, the same training, right? And that has been a pain for me. I have not been happy about that, because coming from corporate, you know, there's a lot of things you can say about corporate, but something that I like was the onboarding process. It was the same for everybody. And I have not been able to keep up with that in this business. So that's one thing I saw immediately. Okay, now I can get everybody on the same page. I know that everything is accessible for everybody. Or if they have the rank up, I mean, if they don't, they cannot work with me. That's something that I've communicated very clearly. You need to be in the rank up, because that's the headquarter of your business. If you're not in rank up, I cannot help you, because then you don't want to help yourself. So I've been pretty strict with that. And I will not say that word on flight school, but it has not been positive for everybody to understand why. But they have to learn it, because how they do their business is how they're going to help their business partners. So in order for them to do it the best way, I need to teach them to do this. So even though they don't have any team members yet, I want them to get into the habit of using this. So that's why I'm using it. So I want to be able to invest my time into the one-on-one conversations, which sometimes is a tough one to, to free up your own time. But that's possible with RankUp, because it's no more sending a link, no more tagging people in a post, no more resending the same stuff, because I know exactly what's in my RankUp. So I will just direct them, hey, what's this video? And come back to me if you have questions. So in that way, I'm more fair and square with everybody. I utilize my time to what I'm best at, and not being a, customer service for nobody.
I love it.
So that's kind of my strategy, if that's a strategy, but that's how I see it. That's
It's
how
a team strategy. It's so funny. I'm everything that you're saying just totally resonates with me. During my building days, I did the same thing. I didn't have a rank up, so I built a website. Right, that was actually the vision for iBoom Hub, was the website that I built, because it's still out there somewhere. And I showed it to Mark. I'm like, we need to do this for the company. And basically, what I would do is the same thing that you're doing. I record everything so that I could free up my time to do the things that I do best. Mm-hmm. So that's phenomenal. So how is it working for the people that are using it?
It is working well, I would say. They really see, like you even pointed out the other day to me, some of my team members, how they are progressing. And it's very, how can I say, it's very obvious where you have your potential for improvement, even for myself, because I know that it's not my work ethic that's, an issue. It's maybe where I put my work in. So I see for myself, what am I really good at, and where do I need to improve? And I can see where my team members, if they put in the work, let's say, send out a lot of messages, but not a lot of people get started. Okay, then I need to see, how can I help them improve that? If they don't send out any messages, okay, there's another thing. So I can use it to train people in a different way, exactly what they need, and not just group calls, which I have been doing before, because I didn't really have these insights. So I started doing Sunday calls. I'll do them for tomorrow again, and I'll utilize the data that I now have, so I can give a much better mentorship to the people who are building.
Wow.
Nice.
And I'm excited for you, because you know what? Unlike the company data, your data is very real, because it's really your team using it, and that's super cool. I'm excited for you on that. Let's do this. Let's go on Rank Up. And let's do this together. Let's take a look at how the company's doing. You cool? You ready for that, Marianne?
Let's get it. I love it.
So we're going to go to the dashboard. And what some people are going to say is, oh my God, where did all the numbers go?
It's a new day.
It's a new day. It's a new day. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to team stats, and we're going to go to total. And you remember where it was the last time?
Yeah. Dude, craziness.
9,000 something.
9,000 something. Well, now it's 11,762 contacts.
What? So hold on a second. So I have on my screen, when I pulled it up, 11,744. So just in that amount of time, How many new contacts were added?
So how long ago was this? Like a few minutes ago you put it in?
Yeah, 62 minus 44, 18 more contacts were added.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you don't have rank up,
Wow.
the Ibüümerang family members and team members that have rank up are really getting the value out. Okay. So let's do this together, Marianne.
Yep.
We're going to walk across this thing. Okay. So we have 11,762 contacts in here.
Oh, one more got added.
One more.
I refreshed.
Right. And of that, 5,281 messages have been sent. Okay. So the first question is, why hasn't everybody gotten a message? Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is saying 100% because it's 100% of the daily goal, but it's not 100% of the total team contacts. All right. So first of all, we want to let everybody know that if you have a conversation with this person, that counts as a message sent. Okay. Did everybody get that? If you have a conversation with the person that's on one of your contacts, that counts as a message sent. So move that card over. Okay.
Okay,
it also counts as a message answer because you talked to them.
I was just thinking if some people use it like, create your list. So they create the list and then they just have the cards, ready. And then maybe later today or tomorrow, they'll start taking action on those names. So they will appear just right now as nothing happened. But maybe that's, supposed to be like that for today, let's say, at least.
Yeah. So I need to make a card for my buddy that I had dinner with last night. Right. So I'll create the contact. And I just want to see for everybody who's watching, once I create the contact, where do I need to put that contact? Based on what you heard me say today in flight school, where do I need to put that contact? Some people, Marianne, are saying in the message sent.
Let's see.
But I don't think they were really listening to what I said earlier.
If you get an answer, you need to move it.
Because I sent him some videos already. I sent him some videos. So, remember, he said 4 times, send me those videos. All right. So where do I need to put his card?
Invite to presentation sent.
All right. Even better.
Or accept it, depending on how you do it. Because
I accept it because he wants to watch it.
If I don't send a video, but I send an invitation for a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
That's in a way a little bit different. So I use it a little bit different if I'm not sending a link for something in rank up. Yep.
So I think we need to show people, because obviously these titles will get really big if we try to cover all the possibilities.
For sure.
But we need to show people how to use it, right? So in this particular case, because I talked to him about this and I'd let him know I was going to send him videos, and he said, I want to watch these videos. And his last words to me as I dropped him off at his hotel were, don't forget to send me those videos. I think he's accepted my invitation to watch the videos, right? So I'm going to create his card and I'm going to put him in the invite accepted. Now, one of the videos that I sent was the Vita Wooten interview. When he watches that, his card's going to automatically do what? Folks, not you, Marianne. I know you know because you're the queen of this. What's going to happen to his card? Right. Exactly. It's going to move to the video viewed column, and it's going to have a green thing around it. Right. So that's real life use. Right. And then I'm going to follow up with him, and then he's going to become a customer. And then what do I need to do when he becomes a customer, everybody? What do I need to do when he becomes a customer? Move it where, Dr. Latrice? To the customer column. All right. So it's really that simple. I mean, what do people, when you teach this to your team members, Marianne, what kind of feedback are you getting from them?
I haven't really been teaching them.
Okay. Well, that's the next thing, right? And that's what we're doing today. We're teaching people how to do that. So let's continue to go through this together, because what we're gonna do today, Marianne, is we're gonna pluck some people out of the audience.
Yeah, let's do that. I love that idea.
So okay, so we need to send more messages. But of the 5,281 people that got a message, about half have answered the message. So would you say that this represents a coaching opportunity?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we need to help people with, the message.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why are people not? What would you say are some of the reasons that messages are not getting answered as a diamond?
I would say either the message that you're sending is not really of interest of the person that you send it to, like it's maybe just a copy and paste too general. It's not really appealing, or the person that you send it to may be, not a person interested at all in, it depends on where you find your people. I mean, if you talk to a person on the street, if you find them in a group, it's different. So I would say, like, how I teach my team members is to have a, relationship. If they just send a message without friending anybody or putting a comment on their profile or anything, they may not even see it. So it's not because they don't want to answer, they haven't simply seen it. So it depends on what strategy they're using.
I hope you guys are taking notes. That was big, right? So Yvette,
Don't
that's
get
exactly
frustrated
what,
if they haven't even seen it.
yeah, that's Yvette, that's what Diamond Marianne just said. They don't even know a message is coming. Right. And remember, on social media, when people get messages from people that they're not connected to, it goes into kind of the social media spam folder.
So you need to appear on their profile. You need to start putting some comments. So you also show that you actually do want to create a relationship. You're not just here to get something from them. You're here because you want to give them something.
So that means it might take some time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you might be sending messages to people who are not ready to receive a message from you. Right. So, okay, cool. Awesome. I love that. That was great advice. All right. Well, of the 2,553 people who answered a message, 1,700 of them, 67%, were invited to a presentation. That number's low too, right?
Yeah.
That means that there was 2,553 minus 1,700, 853 people that interacted, and the person did not invite them to watch a video or attend an event. What are your thoughts about that?
I would say that either you are lazy and not following up on your people, or you haven't really found what they're looking for. Because if you haven't found what they're looking for, how would you figure out which video to send them?
You know what, Maria? I love European directness. I grew up in New York, and New Yorkers are very direct, as you can tell. But
Yeah.
if there is one group of people that are more direct than New Yorkers, it's Europeans. I love it. I absolutely love it. Facts. Hey, you say what needs to be said. So, I mean, are you being lazy? Are you, not pushing yourself to do, because sending that invite could be scary.
Or let me say something a little bit nicer, maybe. You can be in different paradigms. Like, some people just really love to reach out. It's just what gives them really the kick to reach out and expand their network. But the next part is to help people actually through the process, because it will not build your business just to reach out. So you also have to do maybe that part that you don't like. Maybe for other people, they don't like to reach out, but they love to create the relationship. But you need to do all of it, even though you don't like all of it.
Yes. And by the way, the chats, people love the way they love your directness. And I like that personally, because I believe that sometimes people put so much sugar on messages that people get consumed in the sugar and miss the message.
Yeah.
So
I was
love
raised by a very direct family, so I buff it up a little bit.
I love it. I love it. So that's good. She says, do the part you don't like. The making friends part, reaching out to people, that's the easy part. But now, and you know what, Marion, the reason why some people don't do it is because this is the part now where you could have people saying no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. There might be a fear that I'm being this or that, but I mean, you have to be willing to do that because it's a numbers game. So it's not for everybody. Even inside of me, I'm like, this is for everybody, but they have to realize that.
Yep. Now, you know who else is also very direct and I love it because she's European? Your upline, Black Diamond, Desi Lipova.
Yes.
As she says in the chats here, she says, when you do what's convenient for you, you create convenient results.
Uh-huh.
It's cold.
Yep.
Love it though. I love it. I love it. All right. So that's good. Okay. So now we've got, of the 1,700 people who received an invitation, 1,165 people accepted that invitation. That's 69%, which is pretty good. It's average.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say there's maybe a little bit of room for improvement here?
Yeah, I think it goes again back to you doing the work. So you make sure that what you're sending is actually what they need.
Yep.
And not just send your favorite video.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And you might get even more people agreeing, right? And I think one thing that people could do to get more invites accepted is what you said before, to spend a little bit more time on making a friend and establishing a relationship, because that's and finding out what that person's hot buttons are.
Mm-hmm.
And because when you can invite a person from their perspective, you're going to get a higher acceptance rate, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, of the 1,165 people that that accepted the invitation, 873, 75% actually watched the video or showed up at the presentation. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's almost 8 out of 10. That's really good. So what this says, watch this. This is a way to look at this. If that's the case, if we've got such a good invite that, or if our videos, if we got such a good acceptance rate and watch rate, right? Then if we send more messages and more invitations, and just improve our invitation just a little bit, this number here is going to double. If we double all the numbers before it, if we don't even change anything, we just do twice the amount of work, 873 becomes 1740. You guys getting that? So as a leader, when you're looking at how to drive your business, this is sick, right? This is like, okay, well, now I know what I can teach my team. If you double what happens before this, then you're going to double this number, right? Now, Marianne, the team needs your help on this. Of the 873 people who showed up or who watched the video, only 59, 7% have become ambassadors. This number should be at least 20%. What advice do you have for the people?
Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up.
Right?
You need to follow up because, yeah, they watch the video and yes, you get you actually get the green lights. You know, you have permission. That's how I see the green light. You know, the customer just or ambassador gave you the permission to follow up. They watched what you sent them.
He said, that's a green light. The green border is a green light, and green means go, right? And I think another thing, Marianne, is that number one, we need to work with the team and teach them how to ask for the deal. This has been a problem or a challenge for people throughout the history of network marketing, right? Mark, remember when we would do Thursday night business meetings?
Yes.
we would have so many people that would get their guests there.
Yes.
But at the end of the presentation, they had a fear of asking for the deal.
Yep.
So we need to teach them how to ask for the deal. We also need to teach them how to overcome the objections or challenges that people may present.
Right.
They say things like, I don't have enough time. I don't know if I can do this. Too expensive, whatever.
Mhm.
We need to teach people how to deal with that. And when we do that, these numbers will increase.
And this goes again back to how the inviting process is, because if you take a little time to figure out what it is that they need, this is the time to bring that back when you want them to sign up. Remind them, hey, why did you watch this video? Even in the beginning, because you wanted to see how this can help you achieve what you told me that you want. So you need to have your notes ready.
Wow, there you go. And that's what the beautiful thing about this card is. You open their card, if you put the notes in there, you know what to do, you know what to say. Black Diamond Desi says, people are afraid to ask for the money because they shop with their own wallet for others. And that's doing them a disservice.
That's so good.
All right, cool. Now, also of this, 100 became customers, which is 100 out of the 873 became customers. That's 11%. That's also low. This number should be 40%, right? So we should have gotten 175 new ambassadors out of this and 350 new customers. What are your thoughts about that? What advice do you have for the team?
I would say it's the same, like follow up and help them get started. It can be maybe you get the go for them to become a partner or a customer, and you just send the link for them to sign up. You need to figure out how you're doing the following up, because maybe you are doing it, but just you need to adjust it. So don't just depend on them filling out the information or, I'll do it another day. No, you commit yourself to helping this person getting started. And no matter what that takes for you to sit and type it or, help them, that can be a part as well.
Yes, absolutely. So let's do this. Who's been using RankUp? Who wants to jump on here with us and get a live coaching session? Who wants to come on Zoom and get a live coaching session? Now here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go into your RankUp and look at your numbers. Okay. And we're going to give you some coaching on the spot. You're going to get coached by Mark Kithcart, Diamond, Marianne Schutz, and myself. Who wants it? Who wants it? And this is for Facebook also. Amelie, you already got some. Amelie, you're gonna get some. Let's
Dr.
see.
Latrice.
Dr. Latrice. Okay, Dr. Latrice. Here's what we're gonna do. We got Dr. Latrice. Let's get two more people. We got anybody from Facebook? And let's try to geographically diversify this too. So Dr. Latrice is in the United States. Let's see if we can get somebody from Europe. Ava's from Spain. Ava was first. Okay, Ava. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna find Dr. Latrice.
Yeah, no, I've already got it.
You already did it? You
Yeah.
got Ava too? And then I'm going over to Facebook. Kelly Baines. So Kelly, you're gonna need to get on the Zoom and let us know when you're on the Zoom. Okay. And then we're gonna pull you up on as a panelist. Okay. So when you get on the Zoom, put a message in the Zoom chat. All right, we got Dr. Latrice is already on. We got Ava's already on. Faith. Okay, we got one more. We're gonna do 4 because these are gonna be fast. Faith Siausi from Australia. That's good. You got Faith, Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, look at this.
Who was the fourth? So I've got Dr. Latrice.
Kelly Baines. She's got to come over from Facebook onto
Okay.
onto Zoom. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We are loading up. You guys go ahead and turn on your cameras. Join us. Join us. We got Dr. Latrice. I see you, Dr. Latrice. How you doing? We got no sound from you yet. You're muted.
Excellent.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now, if you've got Facebook on too, you're going to have to mute the Facebook. Okay. Ava, you're muted. Good to see you, Ava. How are you?
Hi. How are you? Excited to be here.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, cool. What's up, Faith? How are you?
Good. 12:30 a.m. in the on Sunday morning. So yep, all good, cold, but doing
Fantastic.
great.
Thank you for being on.
Midnight coaching for Faith. Faith, how do we say your last name?
COC.
Ciosi. Okay, cool. I was close, but not close enough. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Now, first of all, I gotta ask permission. Dr. Latrice, and you can say no. And say no.
She will
I'll
not.
take the hit.
Do you mind us showing your rank up?
I'll take the hit. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yes.
Ava, do you mind us showing your rank up?
Go ahead. Show it.
Faith, do you mind us showing your rank up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. All
We
right.
still miss one person, don't we?
Yeah.
What was that?
We still
We're
miss one of the four.
missing Kelly. Kelly, when you get on the Zoom, put a message in the Zoom chat that you are on, and then Mark will make you a panelist and a co-host.
Yeah.
Join us. All right, Mark, I need to reclaim host for just a second so I can start my screen sharing.
Okay.
And I think you should be able to take it back. You should be able to take it back when you find Kelly. Okay. All right. But if we don't find Kelly, that's fine. We got our three rock stars here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We go to members. And I'm going to search for who's going first. All right. Dr. Latrice said me
The one and
first.
only.
So we're going to search for Latrice Legendaire. Okay, not that one. Let's see if we can search by your last name.
There should only be one legend there.
Exactly, and definitely spelled that way, right? I can't imagine there's more than one Legendaire in the system here. All right. And then sometimes we have to search by email address.
The universe is on my side.
What is your email address, Doctor?
dr.latrice@gmail.com. Yes, everybody, feel free to email me.
Do not email Dr. Latrice. All right, here we go. Right. So showing the leaders y'all should be getting excited right now because I'm showing you how to do this with your team members. Okay?
And I have my notes. I got my notepad.
This is why Diamond Marianne is telling her folks no rank up, no coaching, because you can't do this, right? So we're gonna go to Dr. Latrice here. And when you do this, we can click this genealogy thing to see her people, or we can click this view profile.
We
to
can
see
see a screen secret.
Oh, okay. Mark took the hosting to get Kelly on. All right.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I did.
No problem.
Are you doing the entire date range from when we started?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the 19th of August.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So here we are. We're looking at Dr. Latrice. Okay.
No.
And don't panic. We're gonna go to intervals. We're gonna change it from the 19th to today. And we can see your real numbers. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So Doc, it says here that you've got 125 contacts that you put in the system. And of the 125, you've sent messages to 116. Now, don't get freaked out by the 58%, because that 58% is based on your goal.
Okay.
It's not compared to the 125. So we'll just do that on a calculator. You've sent messages to 93% of the people that you've put in there.
Okay.
And that's great. That's fantastic. Now, just a quick question. Are you counting a conversation with a person as a message?
Yes.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Okay. Now, of the 116 messages sent, you've had 27 messages answered, which is only 23%.
And that might be a little low. There could be a few people that haven't been moved over.
Ah, y'all see, did y'all just see this? Everybody see that? Right? So this is good, right? So Dr. Latrice?
And sir, I was actually moving them over if they said yes, not just if they answered. So when I heard that this morning, I was like, I need to move some people over.
Okay, so we need to move those people over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, of the 27 that answered the message, and let me ask you a question before we do that. How is this number, how would you say this number is going to change when you move those cards over?
It's gonna at least double.
And at least double. So it's
At
going to go
least double.
27 to 54.
To
right?
54 to 75, yes.
Okay, maybe as high as 75. Okay, cool. So we'll revisit this once you move those cards on.
Okay.
Now, invitation to presentation set. Is this an accurate number, the 20?
Yes.
Okay. So let's assume that what we're comparing this to is at least 54. 20 divided by 54. So this number is really going to be 37%, which is low.
Okay.
And so and if it's 75, it's going to be even lower.
Yes, because those people, and the reason I didn't move them over was because all we've done is have a conversation. I haven't sent them anything. And that's why I didn't move them over to message answered. For me, message answered is, yes, go ahead and send me something, or yes, let's
So
talk
that's invite
on
accepted.
Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. That's invite accepted.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So why would you say that you have not gotten to the point where if you've got 54 to 75 people that you're talking with, why haven't you gotten to send them a message, an invitation yet?
Because I invited them to something else that I didn't put in there.
Well, no. So you're saying you invited them to a presentation that's not in Rank Up?
Yes.
An rank presentation.
My own.
Your own presentation.
Yes. And I haven't done it yet. So I was going to record it when they came to that presentation.
Okay. So they were invited. So these people were invited to a presentation.
Some of them, yes.
So let's be very literal with this from now on.
Okay. Okay.
If you invited them, put them in the invite column.
Okay.
All right. Put them in the invite column. Now, if they've accepted your invitation, put them in the accepted column. Okay. Because so you see what's happening. We can't really be effective in the coaching session because our numbers, we don't have the right numbers to work with.
Understood. I've been going back in and putting notes in, but not necessarily moving them.
Right. So Dan Hansen says, if you send them a link, they're invited. Yes. Yes. If you send them a link, they're invited. Now, Dan, you want to make sure that you're sending people links that are expecting to get a link, that have said, yes, send me a link. Okay. Don't just randomly send them out there. Now, that's the exception to that is people who are doing social media and you're in groups. And you may put a link out there and say, hey guys, this is something everybody needs to watch, your properly crafted message, right? The people who watch it, their cards will be created automatically. Okay.
I did notice that, yes. The person I signed up after the Profit Snatchers Call Wednesday with Rod Smith, they populated automatically someplace further down the line.
Right. And they populated in the guest or video view. In this case, they
Yes.
were a guest. They actually attended.
Without a green line though.
They didn't have it. Were they in your contacts already?
No,
All right. So,
no, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
No.
okay. I know we're doing some work on the system because remember we changed the colors and then we changed them back.
Yes,
So
sir.
I know there's some logic that's being reworked. It's possible that that's what's happening, but I will check that with the squad.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And now I know you use I decides, and there's a question that people ask about if I'm using the I decide, what do I do? Okay. The same thing. It's just not going to automatically populate. If you talk to a person and Dr. Latrice and you invite them to watch an I decide and they say yes, and you send them the link, just move them to the appropriate column.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And that's also going to work for your home meetings. All right. So Marianne, I know you've been doing a lot of home meetings, right? Diamond Kelly Haupu. She's the queen of the living room. All right. So all you do is the same thing. Everybody who you invite to the meeting and they say, yes, I'm coming. They end up invite accepted, video viewed, or I mean, if they show up to the meeting, they go in the guest column that they actually showed up. And that way we can keep track of your numbers. And you'll use the card to write down what you sent them. So in the card is where you put, I sent them an I decide on such and such date, or they attended a presentation in a PBR, home meeting on such and such date. Okay. Diamond, Marianne, you have any advice here?
No, I think we covered everything because we have, multiple ways of inviting. We have recordings, we have real life events, we have coffee meetings or whatever, how you do it, but just make sure that you keep this, updated, because if not, the coaching will not be appropriate either.
Understood.
So that's right. So far, the big coaching for you is to be accurate in your updating.
Understood.
Because when we fine tune this and you're super accurate, you'll be able to, with the aids of your coaches, be able to literally pinpoint the areas where if you just tweak this one thing, your business goes crazy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I do like how those.
Go ahead. You like how what?
I do like how when you mouse over certain things, when you're in your analytics, I think it is, and that little red rectangle comes up and says, you need coaching on this.
You mean that one right there?
Booking an appointment right at the top. A Zoom meeting.
That would be the one. Yeah. That would be the
You mean that one, right? And we're getting there next. So, and to Marianne's comment, moving the cards and being accurate with your. So when this was tested on a test group, some of those people went from zero or hardly making any money to making 5 figures a month, $10,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month.
I'm ready for the coaching.
Right?
Yeah.
It can't happen if you don't journal it, right? It's like when I was Mark will recall this very well. When I was working with a nutrition coach, I had to send pictures and measurements every week.
Been there.
Right. And when I needed to report on my food every week. And when I didn't do it, when I was lazy and I was missing data, I got my ass chewed out. Right. By somebody that I was paying a lot of money. I'm like, I'm paying you money to piss me off. Like one time he picked up the phone and he called me and he's like, bro, what's up? Are you serious about this? Right. So that's what Diamond Marianne is trying to communicate to you. All right. So now of the 9 people that you did move to the guest or video viewed column, you have no ambassadors and 3 customers.
Yes.
So talk to me about why you don't have any ambassadors.
My focus.
What happened?
My focus was on customers.
Your focus was on customers. Okay, great. Well, if your focus was on customers, we still only have 30% that became customers.
True.
So what are you experiencing when What happened with the 6 that did not become a customer?
Well, let me tell you about a couple of the 3 that did. They actually sent me screenshots where they weren't able to get to the next step to sign up. And this is on ID side. I just haven't sent you that information yet. So I had to actually go back to them and send them my link from the back office to help them to get started. That's fine. That's okay. The others, we have a follow-up. We have a follow-up time to talk. And so they just haven't moved over yet. I mean, and we've been rescheduling. Oh, this is happening in my center. This is happening in my other business. Can we talk next week? Can we talk after the holiday? And that's what's happened with those others.
But you got, well, it's actually, there's 3 missing here. Because so you've got 3 that became a customer, 3 that have a follow-up schedule, and 3 that are not represented.
Right. They have a follow-up. They haven't moved them to the follow-up column.
All right, so we're back to what Diamond Marianne said.
Right.
Okay, so that's our so your assignment for this is, and let's do this again in a week. Okay.
Okay.
Not necessarily in flight school, but you and I will do this again in a week.
Yes, sir.
And let's see some more accurate numbers. Will
Will
you do
do.
that?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, excellent. All right, so with that as the model, let's go to who's next.
I can go.
Eva, you ready? All right, Diamond Marianne, you're going to lead this one. I'm going to find her, and I'll just work the screen for you, and you do coaching. Okay.
Thanks. Yep.
All right. So Ava, let's find you. EVAHY.
Mm-hmm. Norwegian name.
What's next after the Y?
LL.
Double L.
Let's see if the system shall find you. It's not finding you that way.
Give them your email address.
Yeah, do that next. What's your email, Ava?
Eva@evahyllestad.com.
Okay.
And please send me an email.
All right.
You're famous now, even.
What is your name?
She just said that, please don't send me an email, everybody. I said, well, you're famous now, so.
No, I said, please send me.
Ah, okay.
So here we go. Now let's get to, we'll just go to totals. Totals gives us everything. All right, Diamond Marianne, you're on.
All right, Eva. So you have 90 contacts created in your rank up, and you have sent messages to 72 people. Is that right? How I should understand this?
Yeah, in RankUp I have, because I've been using another system and I'm now transferring them over. So the numbers are not 100% correct.
Okay. All right. Then you have, what is it, 46% on the how many messages are answered. And I would say that is below. Thank you. We need the old people fund.
I wasn't going to say it. If it was
I'll
Mark,
say
I
it.
would have said it, but I wasn't going to. I was just.
I don't have my glasses, so thank you very much. You're my human glasses. So an answering, rate of 46. That is something that I would say should be increased, because I don't know where you find your people or how your message is. It the same message you send for everybody, or what is the process when you send a message?
It depends. If there are new contacts, then I have kind of like a standard message that I'm adjusting to that person, because I look at their profile. If I'm reaching out to old contacts, I already have a conversation with them. So what you see here, it is more new contacts than the old contacts. So, and I just checked, and many of those new contacts, they haven't even read my message. So that's part of the reason why the message answered percentage is so low.
Okay. So, but that could be a place for you to look at, going forward, how many of the messages are being answered. And if you have them like in different groups, so you know that what type of messages are not answered if you have cold market, warm market, and different, you know, groups of people that you send message to, maybe that's something to dive into, where you get the best rates from people answering your messages.
Yeah.
I don't know if you use the tags when you send out. Are you putting the tags on everybody, like where you find them on, if it's warm market, cold market, Facebook or something like that?
Yeah, make a note of it and the contact card on the top.
Okay.
So I always know.
You know, one
Because-
thing, Eva, I want to encourage you to do is to test different messages. So Mark is a marketing professional, and what he will often do is he will do what's called split messages. He'll test the A message and a B message and see which one performs better, and keep doing that. You know, so let's suppose out of A and B performs better. So now he'll test a C message and a B and a C message, and keep doing that until he gets a message that is just extremely high performing. Mark, you want to give some advice about that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I do A/B testing, and I hone it down and just make it pop. Yeah. And so so here are the numbers. When I A/B test, if it's below 20%, I refine the message. And then I get it to 50%, and then I refine the message more, and then I get it to 80%. And then with 80% and above, I go with that message.
Okay, thanks.
I guess you could even put text to it, right? So you can, depending on what message you're sending out, you can put maybe something different than A and B. But anyways, you know what types of messages you have to choose between.
Right.
So you can put
And
that
you
on.
don't put A and B on the message. You just know I have two messages I'm working with.
Yeah.
Ava, so where are these people coming from? Where are you finding these people?
Facebook mostly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely are going to want to do testing to see what messages are going to work best. So can you give us an example of the message that you initially send to engage a person?
Well, I've been into a few groups with mindset and prosperity, or well, that positive mindset thinking, and I reach out and I say, I found you in the, or I came across your profile in this group. I've been studying your profile, or I've been going through your profile. You are seem to be a positive person. And one of the messages that has actually been answered is when I'm asking, what is it that inspires you most in the daily life? And people are blown away with that question. Wow, I never had that before. So I'm tweaking that message a little bit as we speak, actually, to see if I can get a higher percentage answering rate.
I think it's a pretty good message. I like that. So I know your sponsor, as I could see from the rank up, is Black Diamond Desi Lipova. And so what we want to encourage you to do is schedule a coaching session with Black Diamond Desi for a week from now. And between now and then, test 2 messages. So it means you send 10 people one message, and the next 10 people the other version of that, and just keep doing that. You keep track personally of which one is the A and the B. Like Mark said, keep track of which ones are performing better, and then get with Desi, and she can give you some more coaching on the content of the message. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Marianne, I'm going to move this over for you.
All right. So out of the 33 that answered you back, you have sent an invitation to 22 people, which is 67%. So that means that 11 people are still waiting on something. And I don't know what is your process when they answer you back? How is your daily routine when it comes to seeing, you know, who do you need to follow up on?
Yeah, some of the conversation, because when they are in the message answered, especially the new people, and like I said in the beginning, most of these are new people. I try to get to know them and their pain points before I actually figure out what presentation to send them to. Because someone will, like the ladies call, for example, but the men I'm talking with, I can't send them to the ladies call. And some of them are very short in the message, in their replies. So I try to avoid as best as I can yes and no questions. I want them to give me something so I can build on that. And what I always do when they give me something, I recognize what they're giving me, like I'm repeating it back to them. And then sometimes I have to really think what would be my next question. So I can guide them a little bit, but I also want them to come to me with their problems or their pain points. So going from message answer to invitation can take some time for me. And I know I can become better.
Okay, because what you want to have in the back of your mind is that what it is that you can help them with. So you direct the question, so you get the answers that you need in order for you to be able to invite them for something.
Yeah.
I know we have talked
I
about
love that you're very strategic about this.
Yeah.
And you're investing the time to get to that. So it sounds to me, and my advice for you and your coaches is that we need to look at this on a longer time frame, right? So your coaching sessions probably need to be on a monthly basis to give you time, or no shorter than 2 weeks at a time.
I would say that as well. Every second week could be more accurate.
Yeah, because that'll give you some time, because then if we don't see these numbers changing dramatically after 2 weeks, then we may need to tweak some more process. Okay.
All right. So out of the 22 that you have sent, 17 has accepted. And that gives you a 77%, which is also, yeah, it's average, but
That's above
who wants
average.
to be average? Oh, it's above average. Oh, yeah, sure. So what is average actually? What is the number?
Average is, I think if it's like 60%, I think it's going to show as average. I think.
Okay, because I was seeing, trying to see if I can see that somewhere. What is actually the average for each area?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you are above average. So that means that you have actually, from the invitations that you send, you have an above average acceptance, which means that if you send more invitations, you will have, more people in the end watching what you have been sending.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really good, because Marianne is right. If you double the number of invite, because obviously your invite is very good, right? When you get to the place where you pull the trigger on an invite, you're getting a very high acceptance rate, almost 8 out of 10. And that basically says, then if you just invite more people, you're just going to, if you invite twice as many people, you're going to double this number.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
where you are above average, that's where you want to focus and see how you can utilize that to improve your business.
Yeah. But this is what's getting me really excited about Rank Up as well, because you can actually see who you sent the invitation to, and then you can also see how many accepted it. And when I realized this, I'm like, wow, this is far better than I thought it was.
It is powerful.
I absolutely love Rank Up. Everyone get Rank Up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
smile. I love it.
So
All
the
right.
next one is how many viewed, what you actually sent, even though they accepted it, it's only 65%. I don't know if that is a little bit, below average, or how is it?
It's below average. The average is 7.
Yeah. Okay. So how that can happen, it can be in different ways, but setting the expectation of when you will watch it could be something that maybe can help you. If you just send it and then you haven't really agreed when to follow up, they have too much time, so there's no urgency. So maybe you can tell me, how is it when you send something? What is the agreement that you have made, if you have made any?
I always, Desi has drilled me on this. So I don't send out anything until I actually agree to a follow-up call with them.
Okay.
What I have experienced with a few of them, it says 6 there. There should only be 5 actually. That something came up, they couldn't do it, and I already sent the link or the for them to view, and then it's just taking them too long to get to it. So we're still there trying to get to actually viewing the message.
Okay.
Or the video.
Okay, that can be a different reason, but as long as you follow up, because you can see how many you sent to, so who didn't view it yet, or even how much they viewed of it. I mean, we can see everything, so that's nobody can tell us that they did it, and they, you know, we can see that no, you didn't.
Right.
That's really good. I know that somebody from my team, you know, had that experience from somebody. No, this is not really for me. Are you sure you haven't even watched the video? Oh, you're right, I haven't actually. Boom.
Yeah, I was also taken that one. I was a little bit skeptical in the beginning to actually come from up front and say, you know what, I can actually see that you haven't even clicked on the link. And then they go, a couple of them have actually blocked me on Facebook.
I would suggest you to just ask them, what did you love the most about the video?
Well, this is my starting point, or my starting question. And then they come back, a couple of them, like I said, they have blocked me on Facebook. And they said, oh, no, that this is not really for me. Well, that's funny. You haven't even watched the video. Not in that, but they never answered back. They just blocked me. That was
Okay.
cute.
But there will always be different, you know, experiences. Don't give that more energy. It's just when people tell you, you know, they even come to the meeting with you, and you just know that they haven't watched it. Just keep that for yourself, I would say, and just ask them questions. What did you love the most about it?
Okay.
How can you see that this can help you?
So, and don't take it personally.
No.
Right. I mean, I get advertised to on my Instagram all the time, and I block advertisers all the time. And you know what? I know they don't care.
They'll find the
They
next
just keep going, right? So you just keep going too. So Marianne, let's talk about these conversion stats here. We got one new ambassador, which is
And two
9%.
customers.
We got 2 new customers, which is 18%, and 8 follow-up scheduled.
So that's equals 11 people out of how many was it from the beginning?
7 out of 11.
Yeah, but I mean, from the beginning, how many messages were sent? Where are we ending up with the, just to figure out, like, if we end up with 11 people out of 100 or something, how much was it?
70. So we got 72. But I think Ava agreed that there were some cards that she needs to do accurate stuff. But so I guess we're really accurate when we get down to
the last pass.
The 17 from the 17.
Okay.
Out of 17, this is where we are.
Okay, so out of the 11, we have 1 ambassador getting started and 2 customers and 8 follow-ups. 4 not interested. Yeah.
So here's the thing, that from a totally cold market effort, which you're finding these people on Facebook, they're not your warm market contacts out of your phone. This isn't bad, right? Because you're starting from total cold, but it can be improved. It can be improved. So, you know, if you had 11 people watch your presentation or your video, and 1 signed up as an ambassador, you know, one thing that I would be curious, and I'm going to let you work with Black Diamond Desi on this, is what is the conversation that happens afterwards? Right? That conversation, I can tell you, definitely can have some improvement. I don't know that this number will get to 20%, right? Well, actually would, because if you got 2, that's 20%. Right. So Desi can work with you on fine tuning, and let's improve that conversation that happens when someone watches it so that we can get a better result. And if you can get this to 20% or 30%, you will be a monster. Unstoppable, because all you have to do is drive what happens before. If you know that 20 or 30% of people who watch your video are going to join your business, then you know what to do, right? And then you got 20% customer conversion, and we're looking for 40%. But then again, this is still cold market. Diamond Desi is going to work with you, help you to get this up. You know, if you can get this to 30%, 40%, Mark is over there nodding, because these numbers are going to be insane. Right. As a matter of fact, Mark, you know what we should do?
What?
Let's do this at the company level. let's you and I just start going on social media and see what we can do and see what
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? So I will approach cold market and I will find out what messages will work.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Great job. And Diamond Marianne, we appreciate your coaching. Now you guys know exactly why Diamond Marianne is Diamond Marianne, right? She knows her stuff. All right. Faith, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's find you, Faith. Let's see. We do Faith. Yes, let's see if that brings you up.
Might I ask a
Oh.
question while you find Faith, Mr. T. Gray?
Yep.
When you move someone to follow up, can you also then move them back to something else that they did? Because if I have some people that I need to follow up with about why they didn't watch the video yet, or to move them to watch the video, can I then move them back to
This
that?
is a wonderful, wonderful question. So the answer to that question is not only yes, but you should. So cards should be moving around. The only time they stop moving is when they become an ambassador or a customer, or they're not interested, right? So when you move them to the follow-up column, you may need to BAM fam. Who knows what a BAM fam is?
Book a meeting from a meeting.
Okay, Latrice. Right, book a meeting from a meeting, right? So when you talk to that person, you follow up, you may send them another video. What should you do?
Move the card
To where?
to accept it,
Boom, invite accepted.
invite accepted, right?
Right? When they watch that video, or maybe you sent them a video, and now as part of the follow-up, you invite them to Profit Snatchers. What do?
Well, do I move them to follow up and then move them back to invited them to another,
You had a
invited
follow-up
them?
conversation with somebody that was in the follow-up column.
Okay,
I like Vita's video. I still have some questions. Great. I want you to see Profit Snatchers. Okay, yeah, I'll watch that. So now you send them an invite to Profit Snatchers. Where do you put their card?
so I put them under invite sent and then invite accepted.
Invite accepted. Okay, right? Invite sent, invite accept, right? Do it that way. It'll change both stats. Okay.
All right.
And when they attend, their card will automatically move to viewed. And now you go back and you talk to them. And maybe now they're ready to be a customer or an ambassador. Okay. Now,
Thank you. Oh.
what if after, and this one's not for you, this is for the people watching. What if they watched the Vita video, still had questions? You invited them to Profit Snatchers. They came to Profit Snatchers. They still have questions. And now you schedule them for a 3-way call. Where do you put the card? Where do you put the card? Ooh, it took a while. There we go. You schedule them for a 3-way call. Let's see. I got an accepted invite. Excellent. Accepted invite. That's where you put them. Okay. When the 3-way call happens, where do you put the card? When the 3-way call actually happens, where do you put that person's card? In the viewed column, right? Notice there's no place that immediately says 3-way call, but now you're just using your brain. And you're like, okay, well, that's where I should put the person. And then after that, if they become an ambassador, you move them to ambassador, they become a customer, you move them to customer. Is that cool? All right, Faith, we're on yours now. I've gone to total. And is there something wrong here?
Yes. That's not my stats.
These are not your stats. Let me try doing a date range and see if Do you have more than one account?
I saw there was 2 faves, so I don't know if you selected the right one.
Okay, let's go back and try to find you again and see if maybe I didn't do the right thing. Look, right now I don't have my fingers on the right keys.
While he's doing that, we have passed 12,000 contacts.
It's the second one.
It's this one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Go to total. No, it's the same one.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to your contacts section. Maybe there's a glitch on yours. Because how many contacts have you put in?
165.
165. Yeah, these numbers are not correct. Okay. Are you in front of your computer right now?
Yes.
Can you pull yours up and then we'll just talk about it?
Yep, all good.
Okay. And then let me also, while we're at it, I'm going to send our tech team a message to find out what's going on with yours.
Faith, you can share your screen.
Oh yeah, you can share your screen.
There we go.
Total.
And by the way, was that email address correct?
Yeah, ravenity2021@gmail.com.
2021.
Yes.
Oh, this is showing 2022. I just want to see.
Probably it's under me and my husband's name together.
I see. I got it.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Yeah, I got it now. Okay. Now we've got it. Now we've got it. Okay, and we'll need to clean that up then. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Annual and fee. Okay, there we go. And now we go to total. All right, there's your 165 contacts. Okay. Now you have 165 contacts where you have sent messages to 17. Do you want to explain that? What's going on there?
I've just started using RankUp last week.
Okay.
So majority of the people there, probably 140 are my husband's Facebook friends. So I've added them all in just recently, and majority of the other ones are mine. So, and we just started. So I've just started using RankUp, and I've just
So
started.
what you're saying is that
sending
he's the
messages.
slacker, not you.
No, he just came on board now. 4 weeks ago. I've been
So
trying to bring him into. And
So
now
does he know
he's-
that you were going to come on flight school today and throw him under the bus?
No.
I'm teasing. Okay, so you just put these contacts in, he hasn't started yet. Okay, no problem. So you did send 17 messages, and of the 17 messages, 17 answer. Now, are these people that you know?
Yes.
Great. So this is a warm market prospecting situation. These contacts came out of your phone.
Yes. These are close family members and friends. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, in terms of message sent, is this a phone call or you're sending a text message or what?
Both phone call and messages. Yes.
I love it. I love it. So obviously these are people you know and you know well. So you're getting 100% answering, and you're inviting 100% to the presentation, and 100% are accepting your invitation. which says a lot about you and your invitation.
Wow. Yeah, and the other thing too is it's one market.
Right.
Yeah. They don't want to let you down.
Yeah. Yes,
So someone
yes,
says,
and
should
also,
it show 17 of 165? No, because this is based off of the goal that's set in the goal slider that we trained on. So this is not the this percentage is not based on this number versus this number. When you set your goals, your goal for the month. The second number in message set is actually, it becomes your daily activity goal. Okay. So it's when you come to your rank up dashboard, that number is going to be showing you, this is how many messages or conversations I need to have today. All right. So when we go to, based on your goals, right, you're supposed to have 3 messages a day or 3 conversations a day, every day, if you want to hit your goal. All right. And so because we're looking at the total, it's matriculating up to 100 based on your goal. Okay. It says at this point in time, you're supposed to have 100 conversations. All right. All right. But we know you haven't had 100 conversations yet or 100 messages yet because your husband is slacking. All right. So
I felt those bus tires.
there you go. Exactly. He's like, is that motor oil? Yeah, you're under the bus, buddy. All right. So of the 17 who accepted, 16 showed up.
yes.
Okay.
So so we put an invite. I started using RankUp to do the invite. So event, sorry. So my husband, since he started 4 weeks ago, he's been showing the presentation every Tuesday. So I decided to use RankUp to do the invite now. So I can just send the link straight to those contacts for next week's presentation.
Wonderful. And I also saw in RankUp, now here's what I love. I also saw in RankUp that you and Emmanuel have put up a recorded presentation.
Yes, so that's from our Emerald Joel Fernandez. So he's done a video for all the new customers. So so I put it down for our training. So everyone that comes on board, I send them that clip. Yeah.
See,
So it's an intro to Elevate.
So you mean you don't need to be a diamond or an emerald to put a presentation in here?
No, Joel does it for us. My Emerald.
But no, you put it up yourself. So
yeah, but he made the video.
you just have to be, yeah, right? So you just have to be someone who views themselves as a leader of a team or somebody who really wants to automate their business. If something's not there that you want, put it up. Right? You don't have to wait for someone else. You don't, if you're on Diamond Marianne's team, you don't have to wait for her. Now she's ahead of it, right? But your upline might not be as quick to put the videos up, so you do it. All right, no waiting. You don't wait and see. Faith didn't wait and see. All right. So now of the 16 who attended, Faith, none have become ambassadors. 1 has become a customer. 10 need follow-up. 6 are not interested. So tell me, are you working toward, when you invite these people, are they coming to an Ibüümerang presentation to become an ambassador, or are they going to an Elevate only presentation to become a customer? What's going on?
So we've only been doing Elevate presentation, but since Rank Up and I see that 0% on new ambassador, I don't like it. So I'm going to tell my husband to do the presentation for Ibüümerang now, probably every Thursday, because we do Elevate every Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm going to work towards the new ambassador now, because it won't look good on my stats if everything else is good except for the new ambassador.
So that's another thing, leaders, when you have type A competitive people on your team like Faith, Rank Up is going to be really good, because otherwise she might have been happy to just go customer hunting, but she doesn't like that 0, and that 0 is making her recruit for ambassadors. All right, well, cool. So now only 1 though became a customer for Elevate. What's
Yes. So
why that is?
yeah.
You got 16 people
So
watch, but only
the-
one conversion.
Yeah, so the 10 follow-up, we have around probably 4 that are interested. And actually I've sent codes to 2 of them. And because they've been so busy at work, they haven't even been looking at it. So I've got them as follow-up to chase them again on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think we could do to improve that? It sounds like there's at least 2 more that we could have had as customers already. And I have something in mind. I just want to see if you guess it.
You know what, P. Gray, you, I.
That's okay.
regained host.
Sorry, we don't need it anymore.
Okay, all right, cool.
So what do you think we could do?
I know it's my freeway call. I need to put my guys on a freeway call with Joel and try to promote my freeway calls. Yes, that's for
So that's
me.
one thing that you
That's
could
what
do.
I
You
think
could
I
put
need
him
to
on
do.
with Joel, and he's an animal. He's got such a crazy,
Yes.
incredible story, right? So you could do that. And what we're gonna do, since we're so over time, I was gonna respond to Kelly. We're gonna do Kelly live next Saturday.
Okay, all right, cool, perfect.
Saturday.
Beautiful.
But Faye, another thing that you could do is schedule a sign-up time. Right? So instead of just sending them the link and trusting them to do it themselves, you can say, great. If you're, and by the way, when you're talking to them on the follow-up, you can ask them, okay, great. They say, I want to do it. Great. Well, let's go ahead and do it now. All right. And let's assume what I want you to do is I want you to do what's called an assumptive close. Everybody write that down in your notes. An assumptive close. Let's assume that if the person says yes, they're ready to sign up, that they're ready to sign up now. Right? Sometimes what happens is we'll subconsciously push things out into the future because frankly, we're just in shock that somebody said yes. Right? Well, if they say yes, I say, okay, great, let's do it now. All right. We had a mentor, Mark and I had a mentor that said, okay, great. You hold the pen, I'll move the paper. Right. But say here's, so, okay, Nadia, I'll say it again. You say, let's suppose my prospect was Ava. She watched the presentation. I said, great. So Ava, let me ask you, what did you like most about what you heard? And she says, oh, I just love this. It sounds great. I would love to get those kind of results. So, well, fantastic. So you're ready to go ahead and get started. Oh, yes, I want to do this. Great. Well, then let's go ahead. Great. So then let's go ahead. Great. So then let's go ahead and get you started right now. Okay. I've got the sign up thing on my screen right now. Give me the proper spelling of your first and last name. We're in the process now. We're in the process. Have it up on your screen. Assume that you're going to get the deal. Have it up on your monitor. Assume. Don't say that, Robin. It's a joke. Oh, you hold the pen, I'll move the paper. Assume that when you get on the phone with that person that you're getting a sign up. Does that make sense, everybody? So you have it up on your screen and the person says, I like it, I'm ready to go. Great. Give me the proper spelling of your first and last name. Let them tell you they're not ready to do it right then. Don't ask them. I'm not going to say, Ava, so are you ready to sign up now? She says, no, I wrote it. I said, great. Ava, what do you like most about this? She goes, I love this. I love those stories. I want results like that. Great. Well, then let's go ahead and get you started. Give me the proper spelling of your first and last name. I think I can spell Ava, E-V-A, right? Okay. How do you spell your last name? I know it starts with an H, but I know I'm gonna mess up the rest. So it's H what? And she's gonna give me Y-L-L. We're gonna continue on, right? Okay. Ava, what's your email address? Fantastic. Excellent. Okay. So I got you. You set up on that. Okay, great. Now here's the deal. And what's your phone number again? I mean, I know your phone number because I called you, but save me from having to look at my phone. Okay, we got the number. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, great. Ava, the subscription to Elevate Academy, Elevate University, where you can get all this great knowledge and you can start to get those type of results that you said you wanted, you're so excited about, it's only $179.99 a month. Okay, so let's get your first month started right now. All right. what kind of card are you going to use for this? MasterCard or Visa? She says, I'm going to use a MasterCard. Great. MasterCard start with the 5. What are the rest of the numbers? She says a Visa. Great. Visa start with the 4. What are the rest of the numbers? See, I started with the easy questions. Spell your name, how to spell your name, your email address. Yeah, Michelle, you could do that, but I'm controlling the process. Okay. I'm controlling the process. She's already answered so many questions. She's not going to stop. We give our credit card number to people all the time. Matter of fact, you go to restaurants and you give people your credit card and they walk away with it. Don't get shy now. Right? You put your credit card in Amazon. Who are those people? Who's got your credit card? And Amazon saves your credit card because they say, are you ready to buy this? And you click, boom, you bought it. They don't even ask you for your card number again. What does that mean? They kept it.
They moved the paper.
They kept it. The last time you gave it to them, they kept it.
I like
Don't
that.
punk out now. You've given a 19-year-old, a 21-year-old your credit card. They've gone off in the back. You don't even know if they really went in the back to swipe your card or if they went next door to Louis Vuitton to buy a belt. So I'm asking Ava for her credit card number. And if she's uncomfortable about it, I'm going to let her tell me. And in my 20 years of network marketing, I can tell you literally, I probably only had 2 or 3 people ever do that. And we used to ask people for their social security number.
Dude.
And they would give it to us. Okay. So what kind of card you going to use, Ava? MasterCard, great. It starts with the 5. Give me the rest of the numbers. Okay, great. Fantastic. Expiration date. Great. Security code. Fantastic. And I don't know what else it asks for. I may ask you for the billing zip code or whatever. Great. Boom. All right. You should have received an email right now. And whatever pops up on the screen, I'm going to screenshot it and I'm going to send it to her too. Welcome to the Elevate family, Ava. Congratulations. Now, let's go over what you need to do to get you started. I want you to write this website down. I'm going to send it to you, but I want you to write this website down. It's hub.elevate.com. Hub.elevate.com. That's where you're going to go. That is your new home. Okay. And you're going to use your email address and the password that was just emailed to you to get in. Try it. It might take 5 to 10 minutes for the system to register that you're a new sign up. But you can go ahead and try it now and see if it lets you in. We're done with the transaction. We're not talking about that anymore. That is past. That is past. That's old news. Now we're moving on. I'm taking my new customer. I'm taking responsibility for that person. I'm getting her in. Log in. And if she can log in immediately, great. If she can't, no problem. I'm going to tell her what to do. Write this down, Ava. Okay, you're going to click on, when you get in, definitely take yourself on a tour, click on everything. But it's time for you to start learning. There's going to be, there's an item on the left menu that says, start here. What do you think you should do? Start there, right? So you're going to click there. And then the next thing you're going to see on the page is going to say level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is beginner. You're a beginner, so click on beginner. And then on the next screen, you're going to see FX 101. And there's a series of videos under FX 101. Okay. And next to it, you're going to see TA 101, which stands for Technical Analysis 101. And there's a series of videos under there. Your homework assignment. I'm giving my customers homework. Your homework assignment is watch the FX 101 videos and the TA 101 videos. Don't watch them like it's TV. Study them. Take a brand new notebook, go to the store, get yourself a new notebook that's going to get you excited about this. This is just your trading, learning notebook. Okay. My wife she's already got 2 notebooks because she's been taking so many notes. So I want you to go through this and take notes. This is new stuff for you. Enjoy it, take notes. And when you finish, let me know you're done. Okay. Now, if you get stuck anywhere, if you get frustrated, if you get discouraged or whatever, I want you to call me. Is that cool? Ava, what do I want you to do if you get frustrated, discouraged, or anything? Call me. I'm setting it up because I know people can get overwhelmed. All right. Now, one more thing, Ava, guess what? I have my own little community that I've created for people that are taking this learning journey with me, because you and I are on this road together now. Cool? It's you and me and my other trading friends. So it's on Telegram, and it's called T. Gray's Trading Friends. Do you have Telegram on your phone? No, not yet? Okay, go to your app store or your Google Play Store. Let's download Telegram right now. I'm going to wait for you to set it up. Okay, great. You got it. Boom, boom, boom. Fast forward. She's got it set up. I'm inviting you into my group. And in this group, we encourage each other. Okay, it's not my group, it's our group. So if you wake up in the morning and just want to say good morning to everybody, and you see just an encouraging quote or something, I want you to drop it in the group. Okay. And I drop things in the group too, to encourage people, whatever, because all of us in this group, we're together on this journey. I don't want you to feel like you're alone. Is this cool? All right. So fantastic, Ava. Welcome to this family. Do your homework. Let's communicate. I'm going to check on you in 24 hours, whether I hear from you or not. Okay. And let's go ahead and do this thing and help you get those goals together, because you said you wanted to do this and get free. So let's do it. You ready, girl? Awesome. Boom.
Bro, why am I not in your Telegram group?
You've been waiting to say that, haven't you?
Yep.
We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that tonight. We'll fix that tonight. All right. So, what do you think about that, Faith?
That's awesome. I'm gonna do that.
You think that you might?
Thank you so
have
much.
at least
That's
2 more
nuggets, gold
customers if you
nuggets.
did that?
Yes, I would have got those 3 customers signed up.
Exactly. Close the deal. Close the deal. All right. Think about those kids that come to your house selling vacuum cleaners. Listen, if you let them in the door, you have bought that thing.
Oh, dude. So you want to tell them about what that person did? So when is it you, Dr. Latrice? When somebody calls you on the phone,
Dr. Latrice.
Yes.
yeah, when somebody calls you on the phone, cold calls you on the phone, you turn it around on them, you flip the script.
Like
Tell us about
yesterday,
that.
like yesterday, when this gentleman told me he was with another network marketing company, he got my number from some list. And by the time we were finished, he wanted an iGo, he wanted the link for an iGo site so he could do some traveling, and he wants to know more about trading. Or like anytime somebody knocks on my door, I have a tag in RankUp for knocked on my door.
Yes.
Knocked on my door. Oh, here it is. No.
Maybe you can publish all the different tags to inspire everybody how to expand their network, and
Who was that person? So somebody said they have a reverse to script tactic where people call them.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, I didn't post that, but I do it. You're like I said, don't knock on my door.
No, that's not that one.
T. Gray, I was talking to Carolyn Kusi today because she's got me on Profit Snatchers call.
Diana Hardy.
And I was telling her that when I answer my phone now, the only thing that I say is, are you calling because you want to learn how to trade in the financial markets? And I get so many telemarketers, that's my opening line now. And I had a guy that called me today and he said, no, I was calling. And I said, well, what are you calling for? He said, I was calling to schedule an MRI. And I actually have phones routed to me for my mother. And we got that scheduled. and he asked about what I had said in the beginning of my call. And so I repeated it, and he said he was interested in learning to trade in the foreign exchange or the financial markets. And I got his number. I'm plugging him in as a contact in Rank Up, and I'll be sending him some information. Carolyn told me to share that story with you, so I am sharing it with you. This is Diana.
Peace. Okay, I said they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear it again. They wanted to hear what she said.
T. Gray, I was talking to Carolyn Kusi today because she's got me on Profit Snatchers call. And I was telling her that when I answer my phone now, the only thing that I say is, are you calling because you want to learn how to trade in the financial markets?
Boom. Are you calling because you want to learn how to trade in the financial markets? Bananas.
I love it. I love it. That's just like I said, I opened my door and I said, can you wait 1 second? I was in the middle of a trade. When I come back, I say, sorry, I trade the Forex market. Do you?
I feel sorry for the people who call all of you this week.
I'm adding that to my repertoire. Yes.
Yeah, we want that story. Now, by the way, how many of you heard a little nugget in there? There was a little secret that Diana dropped that we didn't tell you guys about yet, but she dropped a little secret in there.
That she's going to be on the Profit Snatchers call.
Yes. Which Profit Snatchers call though?
The one in Europe.
Profit Snatch, not Profit Snatchers UK. You guys are not that special. Okay. Profit Snatchers Europe. Profit Snatchers Europe. So we are developing a Profit Snatchers call that will serve the European time zone more efficiently. It'll be, I think it's at 8 p.m. UK time. All right. And it's not official yet. We're working with Emerald, Carolyn Kusin. She did the first one. We got the recording, and I'm going to be doing some coaching with Carolyn to get that call fine-tuned and ready for public and consumption at the corporate level. So we'll let you know when that call is ready and official, but we're developing that. So we'll have 2 Profit Snatchers calls each week, one that will be perfect time for North America and one that'll be perfect time for Europe.
All right.
All right.
So Monica from Budapest.
What did she say?
She wanted to start a call. So just do it. Just do it. Just do it like Carolyn Kusin did.
Yeah, Black Diamonds, Jackie and Jayla did not ask for permission. They did it and sent me a recording. They did it and sent me a recording. So Carolyn Kusin is doing that as well. Now we don't need 12 in Europe, but what we do need is different languages.
Yes.
We need different languages. So, all right. So that said, we went way over time, but this was really good. And we're going to do this again next week. We already have our first person for next week, which is Kelly Banks. So Kelly, you've heard all the coaching that we gave Dr. Latrice, Ava, and Faith.
You better come with some good numbers.
That's right.
Yep, the pressure.
And the pressure is on, right? You heard what Diamond Marianne said. She said, get those numbers right. Right? She gave it to you European straight. Numbers right.
Rank Up should be the headquarter of your business, right? So it needs to be appropriate.
You know, Marianne, do not apologize for that. You know what Holton used to tell us all the time? You got to know the numbers to grow the numbers.
Yep.
And I promise you, if we would have come to a coaching session with Holton and our numbers were all fumbly and all that kind of stuff, guess how many more coaching sessions we would have gotten?
Zero.
Good. So you stay just like that, girl. That is how you will make millions of dollars. Be non-negotiable. And I encourage all the other any other leaders who have so much sugar on their message and they're super soft. Now, don't be mean to people, but be direct. You know, people are coming to you for your expertise. Walk in that authority. Great job. All right, everybody, that's our party for today. Diamonds, Jackie, Blue Diamonds, Jackie, Jayla Pippins, Blue Diamond, David Hunt, and any of the others that were supposed to be, I think Xander and Patrick. We are testing the in-hub live stream today.
Yeah.
To see if it is ready enough for us to use it this week. So we need you guys on. We'll be sending you a message shortly. So please stay close to your computer so we can test that before we run off for Saturday. Hey, you guys, fantastic. Ava, thank you, my love. Faith, thank you. Dr. Latrice, thank you. You guys are so brave, and your braveness is rewarded. We love you guys.
All right.
Diamond Marianne.
Hold on a second.
Thank you for having me. What about the picture?
Yes. We got to do the picture.
All right, you guys, get ready for your screenshot. In 3, 2, 1, and
Go.
all right.
All right. Good
Yay.
stuff. All right. Love you, ambassadors. Love you back.
Thank you so much. We love you so much more.
Yep. Absolutely.
Let's rank up, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it.